channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm sorry you are in such close-up version today, but I thought let me just zoom you straight in. We can jump into this video quick. But before we get into that, I should probably explain what this video is about. If you don't know me, my name is Candy Cane, and if you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below, become a part of my Candy fam, and let's get into this video. Okay, so I recently purchased the Essence Strobing and Contouring palette. This is a cream palette, and I thought, what better way to show you guys how to do some amazing strobing and contouring vibes for an everyday makeup look than to really use this palette for a tutorial. And what can I say? Essence has got really affordable products. Some of the products are absolutely great, and I swatched this in store. I find that it blends out very well. It's not super pigmented. I feel a lot of people are so intimidated when it comes to highlighting and contouring. So today I'm going to show you how to highlight and contour your face and strobe a little bit for an everyday work look, and give you some awesome tips and tricks, girl. So let's get started. So basically, when I used to do one-on-ones, I used to tell my clients that contouring and highlighting is not really something for the everyday woman, because it is something you can see in person. But I do think with products that aren't like super crazy and difficult to blend and really deep and that sort of thing, it does make it possible to kind of contour and highlight a little bit for an everyday look. And as you guys can see, my face is pretty flat because I've only got foundation on. So let's start with the first step. So I like starting with contouring, just because in case you put too much contouring, you can always like go over it with some highlighting. I know a lot of people start with highlighting, but I prefer going in with contouring. Okay, now using brushes for contouring, there's different sorts of brushes that you can use. You can use a little duo fiber brush, you can use something with a flat top. I've got an example here, something with a little flat top like that, but I'm sure you guys have seen these toothpaste brushes. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to use one of these, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blend while applying the product. I'm not going to put it all over my face and then like blend it afterwards, because sometimes you have some products that dry into the foundation very quickly and it makes it super difficult to blend out. So as you can see, you have a few shades. So there's different shades to choose from. You've got more warmer shades, which I believe is more for like a bronzed look, and then you've got your ashy shades, which is more popular for contouring. So basically the rules with contouring is that you want to push back areas in your face, you want to slim down certain areas, and basically try and hide things that you don't want to accentuate, or things that you don't want to show. Someone who's quite skinny and has got a very strong cheekbone area, you don't necessarily want to contour a lot underneath the cheekbone, because it will really make them look like skeleton-ish. So you have to kind of choose where you want to contour and that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you the basic areas that you can contour, and I'm going to use this shade over here. So I'm going to dip my brush in a little bit of the product. Okay, like that, and then I'm going to start by applying it in my hairline. Now you don't want to bring it down too low, because this is a highlighting zone. So I'm going to take the product and kind of apply it to my hairline like that, and then I'm going to start blending it. So blending it, you basically want to use circular movements, and I'm pushing the product into the hairline area, and you can already see how it's creating a shadow on my forehead, making my forehead look a little bit smaller. So can you guys see how easy this product blends out? That is what I really love about it, and it's not too obvious. If you want it to be a bit more dramatic, you can go in with a second layer and once again blend that out into the hairline. I think the problem most people struggle with is that either don't blend enough, so you can definitely see the contouring, or they blend too much and then you can't see no contouring. So as you can see, my forehead is pretty much done for now. Next step is underneath my cheekbones. So if you feel your cheekbone like this, I like contouring just underneath it, but not too low. If you go too low, it might look like your cheek is kind of hanging and sagging, and we don't want that. So I'm going to pick up some of that product again, and just pressing up against my cheekbone area, I'm gonna bring it forward and kind of just flick the brush as I bring it in. Now you can either curve it up a bit more for more of a cheek or you can just keep it straight just for that slage contour. I'm gonna put some on the other side, flick it in. Now you want to make sure that you blend this product going up. So I'm going to take my brush and flick this product up. You can see that it's not blended in properly yet, but we do not want to go down because we don't want no hanging cheeks. So I'm just pushing this product up, and once I've pushed most of the product up, I'm going to start doing circular motions and up and down to really make sure. Ta-da! See the big difference? Blended, not blended enough. I'm so sorry if you guys hear the grass cutter outside. It's the guys next door. The struggle is real. Already such a big difference. Next step, we're going to do this little area over here because a lot of us would like to push it back and just create the illusion of a slimmer chin, under chin area, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take some product once again, and now I'm going to lift my chin so I can see my bone structure, and just underneath the bone structure I'm going to apply a little V shape like that, and this is going to go down into the neck. So we flick it down and then you can start going sideways. Now it really depends on how much of a jawline you want, because you can take it all the way behind your ear if you want more of a defined jawline, but I just tend to like do just under my chin. Then we all know that pumpy lips are huge, so I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just intensify this little shadow you see right here underneath your lip. So try not to go like this because then you can't see it. So just relax your lip and just intensify. Girl plump your lips. Boom, you can already see how the face is taking some shape. It does not look flat, will look nice and on fleek. Now the nose is a very tricky part because I struggle with my nose because my bone structure is very weird compared to other people's noses. But a mistake a lot of people make is that they tend to go along the sides of the nose. Now if I do this, you can kind of see that my nose looks pretty big compared to when I do that. So when you contour your nose, you want to try and stay on top of the bone and bring the contouring lines together as close as possible, not really taking them down because this will just cause your nose to look bigger. So I'm going to take a little bit of product and then kind of just do that. Them quite close to each other. And with the nose, you want to try and not pick up too much product because it can easily look like you've tried too hard to contour your nose. You can also apply a little bit under your nose just to kind of push back that area. And then some people like putting a line across their nose like that to create a little button effect, but I'm not a big fan of that, so I'm not going to do that. Just want to make sure that this is nice and blended. Okay, you can see like I'm not going down like this. I'm kind of just staying in this vertical line, I would say, because as soon as you take the product down, it's literally going to make your nose look so much bigger. So this is not a huge difference, but it did make quite a difference in my nose, and this is how I like to contour on a daily basis. Okay, so now with highlighting, we want to push forward certain areas in our face. So by highlighting, we are creating balance within the face and also drawing attention to the beautiful things in your face. So the main place to highlight is really underneath your eyes, where we highlight in a little triangular shape that I'm going to show you, and this is going to bring out your eyes and really make them stand out, make them look more awake and open. And I'm going to use the same brush, just a little bit smaller. You can of course also use a beauty sponge to blend it out with, or you can even use your finger and tap tap tap. Here you've got two different shades. You've got a yellow and a more of a, I would say, a little pinky fair neutral sort of shade. The yellow one is actually quite great for, you know, the banana powders and that sort of thing, so it can brighten up the under eye area if you struggle with dark circles underneath your eyes. But today I'm going to use this lighter shade. You can see that this is also has got no shimmer in it, and you do not want to do basic highlighting with shimmer, because then we're going to look like a disco doll. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one up with my little toothbrushy. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start in the corner of my eye, drag it down the side of my nose, and then I'm going to start in the corner of my eye, drag it horizontally past my eye, and then in the corner diagonally down. So you can kind of see that the triangle is going like this, and then you can just fill in the rest. Can you guys see what I mean with the triangle facing the tear duct area? So once you have done that, you can start by blending this out, and I'm just using small little brush strokes to blend it out properly. Okay, so once I've spread the product quite evenly, I like going in with my beauty sponge and just really make sure that that's nice and blended. Ha! The faces, you guys, the faces. Can you see the big difference from this side compared to this side? This side looks more awake. You've got the sculpted cheekbones. On this side, we have the sculpted cheekbones, but the eyes aren't like standing out as much. So I'm just going to repeat the same on the other side, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I've completed the same step on the other side. The rest of the face we want to highlight is our chin area. Now, if you have a big chin and you feel quite self-conscious about your chin, I would not really recommend this step. You can also highlight your forehead, straight line down your nose, and imagine a little fountain or palm tree or something like that in this area. Use your beauty sponge, tap that out. Once again on the nose, don't go sideways, just kind of stay on the bridge of the nose. Bada bing, bada boom. And that is it. So once I've done that, I like going back in with my contouring brush and kind of just making sure that everything is nice and blended, that we don't have any harsh lines or anything like that. So now you can also decide if you want to do cream bronzing where your warmer shades will come in. So I'm going to use my contouring brush and pick up some of this warm cream. Your bronzing would go into the same areas as your contouring usually would, just you can cover a bigger area because you're using a warm sun-kissed type of shade. So once I pick that up, I'm just gonna like slightly put that over my contouring zone, and with big circular movements I'm just kind of bronzing up the face a little bit, and you can already see a big difference from this side versus this side. We've got some warmth and it looks like our face has been slightly tanned without the sun damage, of course. So I'm just adding a little bit of that to my contouring areas, sides of the nose, lip, ta-da! Which now brings me to the last step in this palette. You have your shimmer cream colors. Now shimmer highlighters is known as a strobing cream. Now I know strobing confuses a lot of people. But basically it's just shimmer highlighting. It goes in exactly the same places where you would normally put your shimmer highlighter, and strobing just really lights up the face. It adds that glow, adds that natural glow from within sort of look. So you can basically choose what strobing you want to do. They have got a very pearly white one, which is quite nice for fair skin, a very gold one, which is nice for darker skin, and then you've got like a medium goldy shade. I think I'm going to go for this one. And how I like to apply it is I would basically take my beauty sponge and just really pick up a little bit of that product, and we are going to apply this on top of the cheekbone area. So I'm just gonna dab it right there. I know some people also get a little bit confused as to when to use a cream highlighter, but just make sure you use it underneath your powders and not over your powders, because that can easily cake up your makeup. So you want to always apply your cream products first before going in with your powder. I'm also going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Actually take a little bit more finger on the tip of my nose and just above the brow area. You can see it, that looks why when I film, why anyways. As you guys can see, it's very natural, it's very subtle. Our face is sculpted, we've got that natural glow, and the very last step is then to set everything. Now there's two mistakes people do when it comes to this, is leaving your face like this, because it might move around throughout the day, it will transfer when you touch your face and that sort of thing, and it ain't gonna look good. And the second mistake is that people will use a colored powder to set everything. Girl, that's the biggest mistake you can make, because then all of this work was for nothing. It's just going to cancel out everything and make it one shade, because it is a colored powder. So the best powder to opt for would be a translucent powder. I usually like using a loose translucent one, but this one from Essence is the All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, which is also very good. So I'm just going to take a little powder brush, pick up some product, and then I'm going to tap that onto my face. Try not to swirl too much, because we want to make sure that we press it into the cream to set it properly. Once you have done that, then you can start slightly swirling your brush. And then everything's nice and set. So it is optional to basically go in with more powder product with some bronzer, shimmer highlighter. I'm just going to apply a little bit of blush to this look. And I'm using the satin blush in Satin Coral from Essence. And there you have it. That's it, guys. It's so easy. If you guys really think that it's easy, please hit that thumbs button. I really hope that I could teach you guys how to do highlighting and contouring and some strobing for the everyday look. I absolutely love the way this makeup looks. It's something that I do on an everyday basis. I do a little bit of highlighting and contouring just because it looks so beautiful compared to just one flat foundation. Boom. Yeah, if you guys are scared of highlighting and contouring and you don't have a big budget to spend on a whole bunch of other stuff, I highly recommend purchasing the strobing and contouring palette from Essence. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you're going to try it out. And until my next video, you guys must stay safe. I'll talk to you soon.